while I was saving and processing the last video, I got to listen to this while doing so. Oh my god. This music is amazing. Probably the best track I've heard throughout the entire game. What is it with Wily Fortress stages also always having awesome themes? I'll never know. But I most definitely need more Rush Jet. MO, that's no surprise there. I liked Wily 1 to an extent. I will admit that I'm going to go ahead and rate the stages as I go when it comes to the Wily Fortress stages, actually, so I can not have to do that in the final video. But, basically, what I feel is that you need more grinding spots for Rush Jet. And not only that, the section, like, I can tolerate the first section, but don't drag out the second one. Just don't. We've already had enough of the first one. We're ready to end off the stage, especially since I gotta deal with that portion every time I gotta go and refight that stupid boss. And yeah, that boss was fucking stupid. I got lucky just spamming Jet Missile in his face when I figured out his weakness. I was sitting there just spamming it, hoping to God I would win, and fortunately enough I did. Is there a way I can get this guy safely? Actually, let's use Yo-Yo Cutter for that. There we go. Gonna start experimenting with the weapons a little bit more within the fortress stages, actually. Especially with the evil placement of these enemies, actually. Ow. And something tells me that the majority of the stage is actually going to be a water-themed stage, so I can probably expect a lot of evil spikes. Get Rush Jet out. I don't think Rush Jet should be as forced on you as it has been lately, because, again, I didn't like the Rush Jet section in Mega Man 3 either, but the extent you're taking it is a bit too far for my liking. I don't like being forced to use weapons a lot. Let's just be completely honest on that note. Oh wow. Oh man. The spike placement here is so haphazardous. Holy crap. But just take your time, Ken. Take your time, and you should do fine. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I haven't taken much damage, actually, so that's already a good sign right there. Though I've been picking up a lot of life energy on the way, so that sort of compensates for that. Oh, man, what am I supposed to do here? What? Is this another Force Rush Jet section, or am I supposed to do some really clever jumping there? Oh man, I can't get enough of this song. I really can't. Ah, things from Jetman stage. You have returned yet again. Damn it! I wanted it so bad. So far, this stage is not as bad as Wily Stage 1, and that's a good sign. It really is. Wait, how am I supposed to make that jump, then? Oh, of course. Jump cut. Okay, guys, I'm back. I went a little too far with Rush Jet by accident, so that wasn't intentional. God dang it, I really don't like these things. They're like the bane of my existence in this game. I hate them so much. I hated them in not Rush Jet. I hated them in Jetman stage. I hate them here, too. Ugh. I think that should already give off a sign of which other stage I didn't like. And for that sole reason alone, in a way. Oh, man. the jumping there looks ridiculous. Come on, let's get our jumps set good. There we go. Oh my god, this is tense. It's like, you want to actually use those enemies to like not even beat, but rather try to find a way of getting under them safely without taking damage. I want to get that life, honestly, but I need to save Rush Jet, I really do. Because I've been using it far too often. There we go. Yeah, I don't even trust my jump right here. Alrighty. Let's get out Yo Cutter. It's been helping me a lot with those things that have been spawning off electricity. God damn it! I love this music. Like, when I was actually trying to come back to the point I last left off at, I was like humming to this music so much. And I should go ahead and mention that I really like the soundtrack so far, but like, see, the thing is that it was produced by 3 different people. Some of it was composed by Megaphil X, some of it was composed by one of his friends, I don't remember who it was, and then the rest of it was done by a guy named Kevin. No, seriously, that's his YouTube name. And you can definitely tell which tracks that Kevin conducted and which ones Megaphil X did. And, you know, while I did like Megaphil X's rendition of Mailman stage, the other stages I don't think I quite enjoyed too much, apart from Kevin's like music. And Kevin likes tracks I feel are more true to the actual Mega Man games. In a way, it feels like you're taking 9s and 10s instruments and remixing them to a really good extent. Because, I don't know, when I listen to the music in this game, I can't help but think Mega Man 9 and 10, honestly. So yeah, Kevin, dude, you need to go on in life and, like, do other video game soundtracks, too. Like, go find a video game company and do their soundtracks. That's all I'm going to say. You were of great help to Megaphil X performing the soundtrack in this game, and honestly, I want to see you go and do bigger and actual career-related things. Your tracks are that amazing. And I'm pretty sure this is another one of his tracks, too. Because I know he did most of the Wily Fortress stages, if not all of them, actually. And I know he's remixed a bunch of other music, too, for various other fan games, if I'm not mistaken. Righty, let's see which way is best. Okay, let's get our Yo-Yo Cutter once again. I really like how Yo-Yo Cutter is like a combination of both something like the Search Snake and the Shadow Blade. So it's like tripling its use, if not quadrilling it, if that made any sense. It's useful without being broken. And by far, I think the Yo-Yo Cutter, honestly, is probably my favorite weapon in the game. I mean, Nail Shield is ridiculously powerful, yeah, but Yo-Yo Cutter you can experiment with and do lots of really awesome shit with, you know? And don't get me wrong, I love the other weapons too, though I think, quite honestly, the only ones I don't really like all that much was Jet Missile, because Jet Missile, honestly, is just a basic projectile attack. Unless there's more you can do with it, I don't really know. And then Tank Arsenal. I don't know what it is about Tank Arsenal, but it's very weak. it doesn't seem to get out the amount of damage I want it to do. Especially for how slow it is as well. I mean, it's definitely not one of the worst weapons I've ever experimented with. I mean, hey, you can probably get some good distance with it in terms of, like, firing at enemies above you, but at the same time, you have Yo-Yo Cutter for that, so... I'm pretty sure if you found the right positioning of the enemy to snipe out, you can probably use Tank Arsenal pretty well for that, but other than that, I don't find it all that useful. Aside from blowing up those barrier things, that's about it. The thing is, though, is that I notice a lot of weapons in this game, though, even from how useful they are, like, they use up a lot of weapon energy, and to be honest, I'm fine with that, quite personally, because it prevents you from overusing it too much. And I'm honestly one of those weirdos who didn't like Metal Blade and, you know, Thunder Beam for the sole purpose of them being stupidly broken. So, yeah, it felt like a nice change of pace what he did with the weapons, quite honestly. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. This music, man, it's that awesome. Oh man, not these things again. I actually noticed that Megaphil X was actually doing a playthrough of this too, and I have to admit, a lot of his tips have helped me so far in actually counterattacking these enemies. I did watch it, like, right as soon as I started the Wily Fortress stages, so it wouldn't spoil me much. And his advice for those things really helped me out in the long run, because it's one of those enemies where if you jump while you're facing it, it jumps further, and I've been able to mess with their AI accordingly doing that. So yeah. Wow, I'm surprised I did pretty well on this stage. This was actually a really well-designed stage. Not going to lie on that note, even though I had to use Rush Jet a lot. But anywho, let's tackle the boss and hope it's not another devil. I don't think it would be. Especially since it's underwater. Whoa, what is this? Alright, let's experiment with weaknesses. Okay, that's not your weakness. No, that's not your weakness either. Okay, that is your weakness. Thankfully, that boss does not look as bad as the other one. What? Are you kidding me? You did it with this boss too? What the hell? Ah. Just when I was giving it good compliments too, and you had to go and do that. Ah. Jump cut. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry for my bitching there earlier. To be honest, I don't think that was too bad in terms of where he dropped me off at. I mean, I'm still not going to forgive where he dropped me off at in Wily 1. But this wasn't too bad in terms of how much progress I needed to go back and make up for, so... It looked like Glue Shot was his weakness, so I'm going to stick with that. Unfortunately, when I beat this stage, I'm going to miss this stage's music so much. Alrighty, here we go. Alright. What? What? Huh? What the hell? Jump cut. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's see what Yo-Yo Cutter does. Maybe he has more than one weakness? I don't know. Nope. This weapon doesn't seem to be too bad against it either. I mean, it's not its weakness, but it's doing what it needs to be done, so. How am I supposed to dodge that? Seriously, how do I dodge that? Alrighty, let's try this again. Oh boy. Man, I really don't know how to dodge that instant death attack unless I'm supposed to jump at a given time. And even then, like, how am I supposed to make it back to the platform? Good lord, that is difficult. It really is. Okay, here he is. He's going to do it. Yeah! How do I make that? How do I make it back? I don't get it. I guess I gotta get my jumping right or something. Jump cut. Okay, guys, I'm back once again. If I fell against this boss once more, I think what I can do to resolve this is actually go and get Beat from the shop, because I know he saves you from pits and all, and that would help out a lot. Thank God there's a way to remedy that, so without further ado, let's fight this thing once more. That's good God, that attack, man. Like, the rest of the boss is just fine to me, but like, that one move, man, I don't know how to get the timing of that right. Alrighty, he's going to do it again. Shit! Almost got it right. Almost got it right. Hey, let's go get Beat. Alright, let's try this again. Though that shouldn't be a surprise. Unfortunately, I did not have any bolts to compensate for buying Beat. I really need to get the timing of that down. I'm pretty sure it's not too bad. I came close to it, but I was just barely off. Man. That is ridiculous. Alright, let's get rid of this one. I think maybe a better trick would probably be to balance out which tentacles I go after. Yeah, I think that would be a... Oh, wait, he does it regardless. Ah, man, I was so close. Before I jump cut, let me ponder this. So, I guess it's depending on how much health you get down, not the fact that you take care of one tentacle first before the other. Huh. Alright. Jump cut. Alrighty. I'm on my last life. Let's hope this counts. And don't be surprised if I get really, really quiet during this fight, because it is ball-bustingly hard. But luckily, I do consider this one fair, unlike the first one. Oh god, I hated that one so much. Alright. Yes! Yes! Thank God. I got the timing of it down correctly. Let's just hope I can make this life count. Alrighty! Hooray! Okay, I will admit, that felt like a breath of fresh air after stage 1. Both the stage itself and the boss. I really like this stage overall. Once you get the timing of that boss down, it's actually quite fun. Thank God that stage wasn't as bullshitty as the first one. But of course, as I say that, Wily stage number 3 is most likely going to be the hardest. Oh man. But anywho, yay! More awesome Wily Castle music. Holy flit, I didn't think it'd get much better than this. Anywho, let me catch my breath once again and meet you guys back in the next part. So see you guys then.